When I decided that I wanted to go back to school, I was a preschool teacher before and realized that my favorite part of that job was working with the kids and their families. And I realized they didn't have the education to back up what all my guts were telling me to say to them. And so I thought, I cannot go to a school that won't let me be who I am, that won't let me be an individual. I need a place that is going to ask me to look deeper into who I am and to be willing to explore that. And, you know, I feel like as therapists in training, we have to learn to self-reflect. I feel like we can be better for our clients if we are able to reflect, then we ask them to reflect. So this place is embracing of that, and the schoolwork is asking me to look at who I am and how am I evolving. And so when I am asking a client to come and work with me and evolve and grow, I need to be modeling that for them as well. And so somehow at Goddard, my education is asking me to evolve. It's not asking me to just repeat the text that I read last night in a test. It's asking me to integrate what I'm reading into my life and to share that with others. You know, when it becomes your life, it's not, you don't forget it when you walk out of the room. You know, I choose my texts for my classes, and I tell incoming students, every class should be awesome for you. You should love what you're doing in your coursework. And even courses that at first to me I thought, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do assessment. And then I thought, oh wait, though, I'm at Goddard, so that means I just have to find the way that I can embrace assessment. And I need to find the text that can do that, and I need to find the products that can support that. So I think I'm teaching my own children that you advocate for yourself in your education, which I'm learning to do by being at Goddard. You enjoy your education. You get to know your professors or your teachers, because my mentors know me here. I mean, they know me. They don't even just know me as, oh, that student. You know, we are eating meals together when we're here. We're making connections between, you know, during the semester we're connecting, but even in the off semester, there are connections that are continuing to happen. So that if I'm struggling with one of these subjects, or if I come upon a theory that's just not making sense, or I am getting to a point in one of my products. I remember with one of my mentors, I had said, I'm going to do 3 papers about da-da-da. And then I realized after I got started that they were going to actually be the same paper 3 times. And so I called my mentor up right away when I realized, and she said, okay, we're going to have phone calls. We're going to do all these 1-hour phone calls, and then at the end of each phone call, I'll suggest something for you to do between. And so we made it work. And that just I felt so respected in that. And I felt that I was being respectful of her, of my mentor, that I didn't just send her 3 of the same paper, which would be dull for me and super dull for her. So I'm invested enough that I actually want to give really good work to my mentors. So my kids are seeing that too. They see you do your best work because it's something you're invested in, it's something you believe in. And when you've done the work of picking the text, and you've done the work of processing through when's my due date going to be, and so I got to back up my homework, I got to know that I got to have that much written by that day. When you're doing all that, you do really good work. So they're seeing that's possible. You don't just hand in what I got done. You hand in the best that you can do. And you know, it's tricky. I have 3 small kids. And so every 6 months I have to say to them, I'm going to school for a week. And I'll see you when I get back. And my husband has to be there with them. But I always come back so rejuvenated and more fired up and ready to be their mom and their wife again. And so we're all working together to make it happen, but we're making it happen. And so when I graduate from this program a year from now, we'll all be graduating. and you know, they watch me working with my art materials, and they know that's the shelf where Mama keeps all of her books. And they come in and they know I'm doing my homework. And you know, what a gift that I'm modeling for my children my oldest daughter is approaching high school. I'm modeling for her that homework is awesome. I'm modeling study habits, and I'm modeling that school is fantastic and that you can make it be what you want it to be. And I don't think a lot of kids have that feeling of, they don't get to see their parent go to school. You know, it was like a lot of years ago that their parent went to school, but my kids are seeing that, and so then they know about budgeting their time because they see how I do that, and they're seeing me value myself, and so they're learning that too. So I just feel like on so many levels is this an amazing place. Here it is. It's like play, and when I say play, that is a very holy and sacred thing to do, is to play. When young children play, that is the deepest work that they can be doing. And so, you know, we think, oh, they're just playing in the sandbox, but they are learning everything about the beginnings of life in that sandbox. And so here at Goddard, it is like playing, and it's so important work. To say play, I don't want it to make it sound, you know, easy or cheap or anything. It's deeply sacred work, but it's so fun though. And I tell other students, if you're not having fun in your class, then that's your own fault, and you need to change that next time. Because when you're playing, you're learning things the best way that you can. And so it's very fun for me to be here. In a very deeply satisfying way. It's like all the way through my core. It just feels like I'm right where I should be, and I'm doing the work that I should be doing, and I'm doing it in the best way I can. I know that I'm making connections here with other students that I will always have, and that it could seem at first like this would be an isolating program, that you do, you know, you have your meetings here, but then you go home and you do your work by yourself. I have found it extremely rewarding that you make connections here at residency with people, and then you go home, and then you have those people that you call and say, I got to write 10 pages today, send me your good luck. And then you know that they're out there doing it too. And you know, I have my supervisor of my internship, and I have my mentors, and then I have my students, my co-students here, and we're all working through this together, and there's struggles and there's victories that we're going through together. And I know that in 30 years, in fact, the other night in the dining hall, one of the students and I made a pact that if the other ones started to seem like they were burning out as a therapist, that we're supposed to say, something's burning, and I think it's you. So we're going to hold each other accountable, and we have that for our whole lives. That's not going to just go away after graduation. And so that's invaluable as well. A whole community of people that are supporting you in the whole process. From the moment you meet at, you know, the first class, the first day of your first residency, till the end of the end. And beyond, maybe.